welcome back to the show, and you're about to meet our corporate game changer. Don't forget to join the conversation on our social media platforms at the BWG Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Napa Onwusah is an engineer and a director at Nokia Networks. She has over 20 years experience in technology. She has worked with various multinational technology firms, delivering new and innovative projects across public sector and enterprise. She's beauty and brains. I'm excited to have on the show today, Napa Onwusah. I'm not sure I've met an engineer this beautiful.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, how are you today? You look good.
Thank you so much. I had to dress specially for you.
Thank you. All right, so Napa, you studied computer engineering at Enugu State University.
I did.
How many girls were in class, by the way?
We weren't a lot. I don't even think we're up to 10.
10
from a class of 200 and something.
Oh, wow.
So very few females.
So did you finish, school saying, you know what, this is what I want to do, or you finished thinking, I'll do this a bit, but I know being a woman, I might not end up eventually being this. What was the plan?
I think from the time I was 12, I always wanted to be in technology. I wanted to work with computers. In fact, my mother wanted me to study law. But when I was supposed to fill my JAM form, very funny story, I waited until she traveled to the UK, and she kept on telling me, fill your JAM form and make sure you put in law. And I said, yes, mommy, I'm going to get to it. And the day she traveled, I put in computer engineering, and I took it to my father, and I knew he wasn't going to check, and he signed. And that's how I did computer engineering. Yeah. It's something that I've been very passionate about. I feel most comfortable around technology. This is the truth.
Interesting. And it's quite impressive. You've done it for 20 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've worked in several firms.
Yeah.
So what's the value? Because I've also met people in your field that have been in one firm for about the same time.
Yes.
What would you say moving from, SAP to Cisco and, many others has done for you?
Okay, so most people that have touched technology understand that technology is very vast. It isn't just one thing. It's not just coding. There's this impression that everything about technology now is coding or graphic design. It's not that. You still have to do the infrastructure. You have to do the software development. You have to do the implementation. So going across all these organizations kind of made me a very well-rounded technology expert. Okay. So I'm able to be more of a consultant or a solution provider to my customers. So when I go in, we're talking about maybe, for example, base stations, but you're able to now put some applications or some intelligence on your network. And that's the experience that all these other organizations have really brought to the table.
Okay, so they've been different areas of expertise.
Yes.
All right. And I know, I see from your profile that you've actually, it's just your degree, your first degree, computer engineering,
yes.
And several certifications.
Yes.
So is this you saying in your field, what you do, the certifications are kind of more important than the degrees?
Yeah, they are. But okay. I do encourage every young person, you need to get your master's.
Why do you say that?
you
sound almost like, don't do what I did.
Don't do what I did. But certifications are really important. Like nowadays in the technology world, your Google certifications are extremely important. For those that are trying to relocate, your certifications carry quite a bit of weight because there's a lot of experience, there's a lot of skills that go into the certifications. It isn't just reading and then throwing that back up in an examination. You actually have to implement what you've learned. So they're weighty because they're based on experience.
Interesting. And so tell me, what kind of boss are you? You're a director, like that's the, kind of like the peak,
Yeah.
That's what so what kind of boss are you? When I say what kind of boss are you, I give you this task, I don't care how long you have to stay at work to do it, just get it done. Are you goal-driven, or are you the kind of person that says, you know what, we work from this time to this time and you must complete it? What's your approach to managing subordinates?
I think I'm pretty awesome, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm pretty awesome. But I think the world of work is changing a lot. There's a tendency for you to think you need to come into work at 8 and leave at 5. But with my team, there are specific tasks you need to deliver on. But our team is more like the tasks are more team oriented. So if the team succeeds, you succeed as well. So where you can help your team member, you're able to do it. I believe in protecting your team. I protect my teammates. Whatever you do in the team stays in the team. I'll go to bat for you. I'll take the L for you. But when it comes down to it, we're going to, sort it out within the team. So I try and be fair, and I try and bring in the fact that I'm a woman, because women are more intuitive, women are more caring. I don't leave that outside being a boss, which is a tendency for women. You're like, no, I have to be as hard as a guy. I think you should be as good as your character is, as your values are to your team, but still drive your team, but in a way that is more productive as opposed to a taskmaster environment or mentality.
I mean, I love that you pick on, you say that, I make sure I'm a woman,
Yes.
even at work.
Yes.
And I love that.
Very important.
Because what we find a lot is once people say, my boss is a woman, it's almost like, you are dead.
Yes.
And that's because we, in the bit to, in this whole equality, we're equal, people are almost becoming something else. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I believe that we have men for a reason and we have women for a reason.
Exactly.
What would you say are the exceptional things women and you yourself bring to the team that, balances things out?
I think the ability to care for your team members. You notice that if you really feel that your boss understands and cares about you, you have a tendency to do better at work.
Yes.
Because you are able to motivate. The tendency is people think you motivate by threats. I will fire you, you're not performing well. But if you understand that Emeka in your team really just wants to be able to provide for his family and be promoted in 2 years, and you work with him to achieve his goals, you are able to motivate him better. And that, I feel, is the woman's intuition. So a lot of times, women have a tendency to try and be the Taiwos or Emekas or these things of the world. But I think you should find out your strengths and lean on the fact that you have special talents and abilities as a woman, one of which I said is your intuition, your caring, your heart, your ability to be firm without hating the person, without trying to destroy the person, but keeping the team together. I think you should bring this out as a female in management.
So, yeah. It's obvious you love technology. What's the bigger picture? What does Napa want to solve or make happen in the technology space?
The thing is, very strange you should say that, because I asked myself a couple of days ago, what is it that my purpose in life is? It is in the area of help. And one of the things that is very, very dear to my heart is the crisis we're having in education right now. And I believe that technology is a way for us to bridge the gap without having to build new schools or recruit new teachers, but really leverage on the existing infrastructure, even if we feel it isn't up to the standard we're at. So that's something I'm doing in my foundation, where we're trying to get kids off the streets. But for a lot of parents, they need the income that child brings into the home. So there's a way technology can help the child still go through education and keep their position as helping the family. In most cases, you will think if there's a high percentage of out-of-school students, build a school. Look for teachers, put teachers in the school, get tables and chairs. But I don't think we have enough time in Nigeria to be able to build enough schools to address the problem we have. So I strongly believe that technology is something that can bridge the gap. So number one, allow the child to continue whatever income generating task they're doing for their family. The second thing is allow the child to learn at their own pace. And the third thing is use whatever facilities are available with technology inside.
Are these kids going to have to go somewhere to access the learning, or they'll do that at home?
They'll go somewhere to access the learning, but for like 2-3 hours a day. And what it means is that the space can be anything. It can be the boys' quarters of somebody's house. It can be a room in a church.
So people will volunteer.
Thank you very much.
Space is
exactly.
beautiful.
So, but the most important thing for the parents we have interviewed is that their biggest fear is the loss of income. And there are poverty levels where they can't really take that loss of income. And it's easy for us to say, no, it's child labor, no, it's difficult. But some of these kids are 16 and 17 and really don't have a future. So being able to work with the constraints that the parents have and the constraints of the educational sector is the bridge that technology brings.
Amazing, amazing. Napa, I love what you're doing with technology already. Yeah. You know, I'm convinced, I'm getting to that point, you know, listening to all of you, all my game changers, like technology can actually solve almost anything.
Yes, it can.
Wow.
Yeah, it can make you happy. The iPhone 11 Pro can make you happy.
Oh wow! No, you didn't just put that out there.
I did.
But I think what you just said is brilliant. It's amazing, and I love that you're working in technology, but you're going a step ahead to use it to change your community. This is why we need more women in tech. See, she's thinking about the kids. Yeah. Thank you so much, Napa. It's been great chatting with you.
It's a pleasure.
When we return, you know what time it is. We'll be exploring culture, food, and good people. See you when I return. Welcome back to the show, and let's get binging. Today, we celebrate the Ondo people. Yes, they can be found in the western part of Nigeria. Ondo State is popular for many things like agriculture, cocoa, and me. Yes, I'm from Ondo State. Yes. If you hear my maiden name, you'll believe I'm from Ondo State. Should I tell you what that is? Yeah, so my former surname was Iku Ewumi. That was my name. I'm a proud Ondo girl. So to my Ondo people, Katie. Awesome. Oh, I have an Ondo sister in the house. Yeah, I'm excited. Hi, Sam Daddy. Sam Daddy, you look like a... like a chief. The chief's son. No, the chief's son.
I like Chief. I like Chief better.
Yeah, the chief's son, but you look fabulous.
I love what you're wearing.
Thank you.
I should have it after this, don't you think
well,
so?
maybe not. I look like a strong woman, you know, from Ondo State. You find
Right.
strong women in Ondo State looking this way.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what do you, I can't wait to dig in.
I
I can bet it's pounded yam.
Pounded yam.
That's what we're popular for. Tell me, Chef Lina, what have you got for me?
Yes, so we have pounded yam and then the authentic egusi from Ondo State, which is the watery one, not the caking method. Yes, with protein, pomo and beef. Yes, red
So
beef.
what you say is Ondo people, when
They
they
have
make...
a particular type of egusi.
So we make it watery.
Yes.
We don't
yes,
make it
not
lumpy.
the caking one, no, not the frying method.
Sam Dandy, what do
Wow.
you think?
I mean, I can't wait to taste it.
That's all.
I have tried pounded yam, like pounding once, and it was a very rigorous activity. Very
From a man. For you to call it rigorous, okay. What would I call it then? All right, let's tell you. We'll tell you, this is definitely Ondo egusi. Looks just like it. Grab a spoon.
Very interesting.
I'm traveling home tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm done. I'm going back home. This is what I should eat every evening. Pounded yam with egusi.
That's too cheap on the
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So what would you say are the nutritional benefits?
I mean, the egusi soup is rich in iron, calcium, low cholesterol. I mean, it's not fattening as well. It's believed that it's not fattening. Yes.
Okay, do some people say it's fattening?
Yeah, some people, but then the yam is protein, so the combination of both is actually healthy for you. Calcium, iron, and yes, low cholesterol.
I'm particular about the yam.
Okay.
So just regular yam, if I get a normal yam, wash it. What's the process like? How long does it take?
It doesn't take, I mean, you boil it for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then you pound. Make sure that it is fork tender. Yes,
What would
because
you
it has to be really very soft to pound. Yes.
What would you say? Tell us, give us that secret recipe around making good egusi
Okay.
at home. What would you say works for you?
I would just say crayfish, really, allowing your ingredients to naturally, sweeten by itself.
And a lot of crayfish, right?
Yes, crayfish.
I'm keeping that.
Yes, and locust beans, they do the magic.
Ooh,
great.
crayfish and locust beans,
Yes.
they do the magic. Thank you, Chef Lina.
You're welcome.
Sam Dandy, let's go meet some good people.
Okay.
On this segment, we love to celebrate good people. Good people are those that take responsibility for people in their community. It could be one person, it could be 10 people, but once you're making a change, we love you and we say you're a good person. Today, we have with us Akachi, Herbert. Please welcome him. Hello, Akachi. So good to have you on the show. Please have a seat. Akachi Herbert is the founder of Gracit Foundation. Tell us what you do.
My name is Akachi Herbert, and I'm the founder of Gracit Foundation. What we do at Gracit is we set up computer labs at orphanage homes and local communities to train these less privileged people, the young less privileged people. So we set up labs and we train them on ICT skills, trying to empower them technologically. That's what we do.
I think it's mind-blowing. When I heard about what you do, the question that came to my mind is why? Why are you so concerned?
In Nigeria today, it looks like we are becoming technologically inclined in Nigeria. Right. And the sad story about that information is that the young people in Nigeria have the highest population. And sadly, the people without access to technology are even more than the ones with the access to technology. So when the way we started Gracit Foundation, we had this community development project to carry out back in school. And I was thinking of what to do for my own community development project. Right. So I thought of the idea because I'm into tech repairs and services in my school. So, and I was like, why not I carry out a project that has to do with tech impacting less privileged people? And so I discussed that with a friend of mine, and we came together.
And you started?
Yeah, we started, yeah.
And you have four labs across Lagos and Ondo State.
Yeah,
how have you been able to fund that? That's not cheap.
Yeah, okay, so far we've been getting technological equipment from schools. We go to schools, we meet people to tell them to donate old systems, even students. We have, to date, we have more of our systems, computer systems, have been coming from students. Wow. Because so many students, like when their system gets so bad, they don't want to fix it because they want their parents to get them a new
affluent kids.
Yeah. So we're like, let's do something with your system that you don't want to use. And they donate it to us. We bring the system together and we get them fixed. Now, we also get funding. We started with ourselves. Gracit began to have so many volunteers.
Oh, you have volunteers, beautiful.
Yeah, and goodwill giving, donating. So that was how we started.
So what you're saying, Akachi, is once my laptops are bad, I don't need them anymore. Once I send them to you, it will help kids to learn how to use computer. That's beautiful. I love it.
I know how important technology is for any environment or economy. My question would be, for what age, you teach children in certain environments how to be ICT inclined. What age? What's the age range?
From the ages of 8 to 25. And we have that very wide bracket because we realize that there's no kid in this century. There's no kid that is just a kid. Right. If you give a kid a tab to use, you'll be surprised at what they do with the tab. Yeah, you get. At the same time, we want to give opportunity to people who may probably have missed out of opportunity. Right. So at age 25, you will be surprised that there are some persons at age 30, they've not actually touched it. Wow. So we went to one of the orphanage homes in Ogun State, Lord Heritage, and that was their first time of actually touching a laptop. Wow. So, but surprisingly, after the setup and the training that first day, it was just the first day, and by the end of that day, we were so confident of these little kids that we left the system on for them. They were operating it, they knew how to turn it off. Like, these were people who were looking for the home button when we started the training. So by the end of the day, we were like, let's leave. They'll shut it down themselves, and we left. Yeah, so.
Fabulous. Akachi, you are a good person.
Thank you
Thank you for what you're doing for your community, for Nigeria, for Africa, and I'm so honored to have met you.
Thank you very much.
We know good people. Do you know good people? If you know anyone in your community changing the lives of people, it could be one person, 10 people, let us know. Hit us up on our social media at the BWG Show. And you never know, they may just be sitting here with me. Next time when we return, it will be time for the game. See you again. Well done, Akachi. I think what you're doing is amazing. Welcome back to the show, and you know what time it is. It's game time, people! Yes, our game changers will be going head to head. I cannot wait. Is it the, I can't say tech people actually, so I'm going to say it's the entrepreneurs against the corporates. Who's going to win, guys? Follow me, let's find out. Hi, Yomi.
Hi, Shay.
Move closer, move closer. I see, I like how you're shaking me. Seems you're nervous. Are you nervous?
Nope.
Okay, okay. Hi, Napa. Are you ready to trash this?
Yes.
Are you ready to show somebody who's boss here?
You know.
Do you have anything you want to say to Napa?
Not even. I'm.
You rather just keep it all in?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so it's a very easy game. It's called the 3 in 5 game.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to mention 3 different things. I'm going to ask you, different types of questions, to list 3 of different types of things. Very common, very easy questions, but you just need to think fast. Once your 5 seconds is over, I will say stop, and I move on to the next person. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to go back, forth.
Let's do it.
All the best. He says, let's do it. Somebody's about to crush this thing, guys. I can't wait. So don't forget, once you give your answer, do this so we know, you're done. Because if you're listing and then it's up to 3, you show us that, yes, you got it. You release some energy.
Bam.
Yes, bam. Yes. So I'll start on the count of 3, and I'll be starting with Yomi. 1, 2, 3. 3 types of insects.
Ants, cockroach, butterfly.
3 types of oil.
Oil, groundnut, peanut oil, almond oil.
Good. 3 states in Nigeria. 3 states in northern Nigeria.
Kaduna, Borno, Bauchi.
3 types of vegetables.
Ugu, uziza, bitter leaf.
3 names that start with the letter J.
John, Jude, Juliet.
3 popular Nigerian female musicians.
Tiwa Savage, Simi. Oh my gosh. Wait, oh.
I'm proud of you. You fought like a printer. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Well done. Napa, you fought well.
I tried.
Just like the tech people do.
Anthony Joshua will be back.
Well done. You both did amazing. And thank you for coming on the show. We've learned so much. Napa, you are just inspiring. Yomi, you are mind-blowing. Thank you guys for being such an inspiration.
Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Binging With Gamechangers. It has been phenomenal. Don't forget to keep being the best in whatever space you find yourself. See you again next time.